my coaching story is pretty simple. I was miserable. I was a consultant in Washington, D.C. I made a lot of money and got a lot of promotions, but was slowly dying on the inside. And I knew there was something else out there for me that I wanted to do. And I thought I would look at coaching as one thing as to pursue. I had a couple different ideas because I thought even if it didn't work out for becoming a coach, I would at least have something else to put on my resume for our consulting projects. So I was pretty cynical at the time. But I found iPEC and went to Mod 1 and my life changed. And I realized this is something I really wanted to pursue as a career. And I especially wanted to help people with their careers given how much time we spend at work and how miserable I'd been in mine. I want to really increase the conversation and how we talk about what we do at work every day, because I think the world is a different place if we love our jobs. So that's sort of my mission and what I'm about. I think my secret ingredient is the same as every single coach, which is myself. Because as a coach, we're not selling shoes, we're selling ourselves. So we each have something special and unique to offer. And I know for me, my business really took off. Being in the career space, it tends to be a bit more formal. But my business really took off when I said, screw it, just be yourself. And I embraced my sense of humor, and I embraced a little bit more of an offbeat style. And if you visit the Revolutionary Club, you'll see it's a very unusual career website. And I just embraced the stuff that makes me me. And that's when I really felt I started to get these great clients and explode on the business scene. So the good news for all of us is that, it's something that we each already have. We don't have to learn. You just have to kind of relax and just let it out. So I actually thought, I saw this question before we did this call, and I spend a few minutes thinking about it because I think it's a really good question when we talk about, what is your success formula? Because I think it varies slightly for each of us. But if I could distill it into 3 things that I think are relevant for every new coach, the first is I invested in my business learning. I invested in myself. I knew that even though I was a director of a Fortune 500, consulting firm with millions and millions of dollars of business, I had no idea how to be a solo coach or how to run a coaching practice. And so that investing in my learning really set me up for success. The second thing is I put myself out there. I am terrified a lot still, even today when I'm pretty successful, but I pitched myself to speak at local events. I pitched myself to speak at webinars. I wrote a lot of content. I still write a lot of content for myself and for other people. And I wasn't afraid to put myself out there for my clients either. So just kind of putting myself out there and being visible, even when it was terrifying, has always paid off. And the third thing, and there's something that people tell me a lot in my world, I have a 30,000 person community now, which is awesome. And so I hear from them a lot, and they say, it's like you're inside my head. And so I think one of the things that's helped me a lot is to always really stay in touch with my client journey and to understand what they're going through and, not be afraid of talking about it, of sharing some of my vulnerabilities, and just staying really connected to where they are so that they know that I understand them and can help move them forward. So a couple of things that drive me are, one is I think the world would be different if we all loved our jobs. I truly believe that. And I think we're never taught how to love what we do in school. We take algebra, but no one ever teaches us passion, and we spend so much time at work. I've calculated it to be about like 3,000 hours a year between showing up to work, thinking about work, commuting to work. And it should be work you love. We only have one life, and it feels so different to love what you do. Coaching is challenging. I'm not going to pretend that every day I get up and it's awesome, because it's not. But every day I get up and it's exciting and it's interesting. And I get a note from someone that says, here's how you changed my life. When I was back building PowerPoint slides, I never felt that way. So that's one major thing that drives me. And the other thing that drives me is I have a lot of fun. I really like not only coaching, but I like owning a business. And I just think it's fun. And so getting up and getting to, have fun and learn new things all the time, even if it's tiring and sometimes it's exhausting, it's still fun. And so that keeps me going. I think about this a lot because every now and again I'll have a bad day and I'll be like, oh, what am I doing? And I think even today, I would pick today every single day of the week over my best day as a consultant. And every time I think that, it just makes me so happy. So that's what drives me. I have two mantras. One, and anyone who ends up in either of my communities will hear this one: progress, not perfection. You can overthink and overanalyze and never, ever make progress. Clarity comes with action. So if you focus on your progress and versus getting it right, I find you tend to have tremendous success. And the second one is a newer one for me, and it's be kind, don't care. So what that means to me is, be kind in everything that I do and don't care what other people think about me. Because I find when I start to really get worried, oh, are they going to like this? Are they going to hate this? I get stuck, I get paralyzed, I get stressed. And so it just doesn't help me. It doesn't help my clients. So be kind, don't care is my latest mantra. To be honest, I will never not have issues. So there's always some new level of, oh my gosh, to get through, of gremlins to fight through. But one of the biggest breakthroughs I had to have surprised me because I wasn't expecting it. So, as a consultant, I made six figures. I had a very nice lifestyle, blah, blah, blah. But the breakthrough that I had to make was a money block. And so even though I came from a fairly nice lifestyle and lucrative paycheck, I had so many fears about my ability to make money as a coach. I can remember a colleague of mine, was talking, she and I were in a program together, and she had her first $20,000 month, and it was such an exciting thing. And this was really early in my coaching business. And I thought, that'll never be me. I'll never do that. And I had to wait, what? And it was surprising. And I was like, I can't believe this is what I'm thinking right now. This is not what I expected to struggle with. There's a million things you can struggle with as a coach. And so I really had to work on that. And it cracks me up now because we haven't even closed the books yet this month. And, it's a $40,000 month and it's great. And, I'm like, oh yeah, and I know it's not even that big a deal. And so I'm really, really glad that I one, identified what was going on. And two, it's something I still have to work on. But I think sometimes these blocks can be really unexpected. And so it's important as a coach to keep kind of digging into yourself so that you're not the reason that you're not making progress. This was hard. This is a hard question because I feel like I've learned so much on my own coaching journey, but I'm actually going to go back to something someone said to me when I was thinking about joining iPEC. I asked one of the admissions counselors, because I knew that I really, at some point in my life, wanted to have my own business. And I asked them, why do some coaches succeed after they graduate and some not? And the coach said to me, it's because most coaches forget that they're not just coaching, they're building a business. And you have to focus on the business side just as much as the coaching side if you want to do this for a living. And that just struck home to me. So you've got to focus on the business. But I will say this, the business can be really fun. So don't be scared. It can actually be a super fun time.